Hello, my name is ZHIMIN. To begin with, let's explore the effect the consumption tax has on consumer and producer welfare. In a free market without any government intervention, the consumer surplus usually is the difference between the maximum price the customer are willing to pay for a product in the market and the actual price they pay. The producer price, on the other hand, is the difference between the market price and the lowest price the producer is willing to accept for their products. The introduction of a consumer tax results in a great reduction of the consumer and producer surpluses. The reduced surplus infers a reduced customer and producer welfare in the market. The net difference in the surplus change results in the tax revenue plus the deadweight loss. The deadweight loss is created due to the market not achieving equilibrium, thus representing the efficiency loss. Moving on, let's consider the effect of introducing tariffs in an economy under free trade. Considering a free market where there are lower world prices than the market price, the imports are cheap, resulting in a very high consumer surplus while decreasing that of the producer. In the need to protect the local producer and improve their welfare, the government tends to introduce tariffs that result in an increased price of imports. Is a reduced consumer surplus and increased producer surplus. However, there is a net reduced surplus in the market that results in the tax revenue and the deadweight loss. The deadweight loss in this case only reduces the consumer welfare, unlike the previous one which affected both the consumer and producer surplus. Looking at the aggregate demand and supply, the consumption tax results in a complete effect on the economy. This tax results in a reduction in the aggregate demand in the market. This reduced demand is associated with the reduced purchasing power of the customer who will demand less of the product. Consider the AD and LS module. We can observe that the aggregate demand shifts to the left, highlighting a reduced economy output. The effect on the aggregate supply is received as the producer adjusts to the reduced aggregate demand in the market. The producer will supply the amount the market will demand to avoid excess supplies in the market. In this case, therefore, we can see that the aggregate supplies shift to the left in the module. The other crucial aspect we need to explore is the economic implication of healthy taxes. Healthy taxes result in the reduced aggregate demand for the unhealthy product as the customer reduce their demand due to their product's purchase power. The immediate response to this will be reduced aggregate demands that might be responsive and as a result of other factors like loss of employment. However, this response is temporary. The overall effect on the economy is negative in the short run due to the reduced AD and S. However, in the long run, the population becomes healthier and less is spent on hospital bills. Thus, the population becomes productive, resulting in the improved aggregate supplied back to the country's PPC. Finally, there's the need to assess the long-term effect of these health taxes, such as the fat tax on the economy. To do so, we can apply the direct acrylic graph, which is the tool used to highlight the causal inference to depict relationship between variables. In the case of assessing the effect of the fat tax, there are several steps that can be followed. One need to consider the tax as the dependent variable, then consider other independent variables, which in this case are the health outcomes such as the obesity rate and the economic growth such as increased production. After this, a regression module can be adopted to make a causal inference analysis between the dependent and independent variables. There's need to consider having control variables that will account for confounders such as age. This DAG module provides a structured framework for designing value econometric module and conducting causal inference analysis, ensuring appropriate specification and avoidance of biases. That's all. Thank you.